After the announcement yesterday in Cabinet and by Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on rail projects is this entire space. And I'm speaking now with Umesh Chowdhary, Vice Chairman and Managing Director at Titagarh Rail Systems. So a couple of things have been announced. One, of course, is the smart cities bit, which is 12 new industrial zones. But important and more relevant to you, perhaps, Mr. Chowdhary, is the 3 railway projects worth 6,456 crores. That's the Jamshedpur-Asansol corridor, Sardega to Bhalumuda, and Bargarh to Navapara. Now, I'm trying to understand that how big an opportunity is this for you?
Yeah, good morning. The railways have set a target of carrying 3,000 million tons or 3 billion tons by the year 2030. So all these projects that are being announced are part of that bigger game plan, wherein, areas where capacity augmentation is required by way of these investments, the capacity augmentation is taking place. I have to compliment the railway ministry because they've been working on a very, very detailed manner with a very clear blueprint of how to achieve this target. So how it impacts our industry is, we are into the last mile of the spectrum as far as capacity augmentation is concerned. Once there is the track capacity, there is the signaling capacity, there is the loco capacity, then there is requirement for the wagon capacity or the rolling stock capacity. And being the largest manufacturer of the rolling stock, obviously it kind of folds up to benefit our industry as such.
Okay, so just want to get a sense of whether you expect to see an improvement in your passenger rail systems business, Mr. Umesh, because that was the tough sort of bit which we saw in Q1. Passenger rail systems had shrunk. Do you see that as an improvement now, because obviously there were elections going on, etc.? What is the outlook there?
No, so the passenger rail segment, there was no problem with respect to elections, or there was no kind of rough patch as such. It was all on a planned basis. We had announced that we had completed our first contract, which was the Pune contract, in Q3 of last year and beginning of Q4 of the last year. That was done as an aluminium bodied coach. And then we were moving our capacity and setting up the facility to make stainless steel coaches and take up new projects for execution. That is Bangalore with CRRC, and then Surat, Ahmedabad, and then ongoing for Vande Bharat. So it was very much a part of our plan that this switchover and the augmentation of capacity, or the setting up of the new capability and capacity, is something that is going to give us a couple of lighter quarters. And that is what we are seeing. So we believe we are confident of our production ramping up from Q3 of this year. And between Q3, Q4, and then ongoing for the next several quarters, we will see a constant growth in the passenger rail segment.
What is the revenue outlook for the financial year on passenger rail systems, Mr. Chowdhary?
So for the passenger rail segment, I'll probably just give it to you in a more detailed manner, in the sense that last year when we were doing the Pune contract, we were producing on an average 3 coaches per month, which has gone down in Q1 and Q2 of this financial year to maybe less than 1 coach per month. Our target is to ramp up to around 15 cars per month by end of this financial year. And the capacity that we are creating is, in maybe 3 to 4 years, will give us 70 cars per month. So there is a very steep ramp up that has been planned. In terms of the current year, it is going to be up to 15 cars per month. And then it is constantly going to increase quarter after quarter to ultimately reach up to 70 cars per month.
Just a quick word on the freight rail systems part of it. A target had been set to achieve the output of 1,000 wagons per month. Are you on track? Has that been exceeded? Can you give us some sense there, Mr. Chowdhary?
So we did about 700 wagons per month last year on an average. In Q1 also, it was 700 wagons a month. We are fairly certain that we will reach this 1,000 wagons per month on an average, so between 950 to 1,000 wagons per month on an average for per quarter within this financial year. So first quarter, we were not able to get to this mark, but we are pretty confident within Q3, Q4, we'll be able to get to this mark.
Okay, by Q3, Q4, you'll be able to get to this mark, and you'll probably have to do more to average 1,000 a month. So what do you see it clocking up to in Q3 and Q4?
So we would not be ending up with 1,000 per month on an average for the full year basis. Our targets have been between 900 to 1,000. So we should be closer to 900 when we talk about the full year. But for a quarter, we would average 1,000 per month.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Umesh Chowdhary.